Hey coin lovers, welcome back to my channel Coin Purchaser. Today we're taking a deep, cinematic dive into a tiny piece of copper that tells a big story, the €1 2002 coin. If you collect coins or just love history, this episode is for you. I'll give you the full background, the design story, how many were made, what they're made of, how much they're worth today, and practical tips for identifying and selling them. Let's make this video long, rich, and super watchable, so grab a loop and let's go. Imagine a coin smaller than your thumbnail that was part of the very first euro year, a coin you might find in pocket change, but that also has a story linking national identity, mint marks, and the giant currency changeover of 2002. Today I'll show you why the €1 2002 coin matters and whether yours could be worth more than its face value. The euro launched as cash in 2002, and with it came a whole new family of coins, each country adding national designs to a shared European face. The Austrian €1 2002 coin is one of those first-year issues minted in Vienna and used across Austria from day one to today. It's tiny but historically important because it belongs to the first circulation wave of euro coins, and because of the stories you can read from its metal, its mint mark, and presence in circulation. This episode will cover everything from composition and mintage to current market value and real-world selling tips, so you can make confident decisions about any coins you find. Country: Austria. Denomination: €1 year 2002. Mint mark A indicating the Vienna mint. Composition: copper plated steel. Weight 2.30 grams. Diameter 16.25 millimeters. Edge smooth. These are standard circulation coins produced in very large numbers in 2002, so most surviving pieces are common everyday coins. Tell the brief history of the euro transition. Highlight Austria's national designs and symbolism. Explain the reverse design for Austrian euro cents. The Austrian €1 features the gentian flower, a native alpine flower significant to Austria, with the 12 stars of the European Union arranged around the rim. The coin's obverse shows the common European map, and the denomination is on all euro cents. This combination of a shared European face and a local reverse was deliberate. It represented unity and national pride at the same time. The 2002 issue was part of that founding cash release and was used by millions daily across Austria and beyond. The 2002 Austrian €1 was produced in very high numbers. The officially reported mintage for 2002 is in the hundreds of millions, with reliable references putting it around 378,400,000 pieces. This large mintage makes the 2002 issue a very common circulation coin, which explains why most examples are worth near face value for everyday collectors and dealers. The €1 is made of copper-plated steel. That means the core is magnetic steel and the coin is coated to give a copper appearance. Over time, the plating can wear or discolor, and the steel core can cause rust spots on heavily corroded examples. Understanding composition helps you identify genuine pieces and spot environmental damage that reduces collector value. Look at the date 2002 and the mint market, which stands for Vienna. Find the gentian flower motif on the national side. Check the weight and diameter if you have a scale and caliper, because copper plating can wear. Look at the edges and the inner ring of the design for signs of heavy circulation or cleaning. Look for minting errors such as off-center strikes, double strikes, and missing plating. These can sometimes be more valuable but are rare. Most 2002 cents are ordinary, but collectors chase certain mint errors. A few auction and listing examples show coins described as stamp defects or mistruck pieces, sometimes offered at higher prices on marketplaces. Genuine, significant mint errors graded by a major service can command premiums, but they are uncommon and require certification to reach high prices. Always get suspected error coins authenticated by a reputable grading service before expecting top dollar. This is the most asked question, and here's the short, honest answer. Most circulated Austrian €1 2002 coins are worth only their face value to most buyers and typically sell for modest collector premiums when listed as uncirculated or in sets. Online price guides and shop listings commonly show typical retail prices well under $1 per coin for circulated examples and modestly higher for certified or gem uncirculated pieces. Market averages from specialist price guides place the common circulated 2002 Austrian €1 near roughly $0.102 $1.00 depending on condition, while uncirculated pieces or special sets can fetch around $1.00 to $3.00 in ordinary retail listings. Exceptional error coins or professionally graded rarity examples can reach much higher auction figures, but those are extraordinary and not the norm. If you look at live listings, you will find many 2002 Austrian 1-cent coins posted for sale in bulk or as single items with prices like 0.76 to 3.00 US dollars for examples described as UNC or uncirculated, and occasional higher price listings for unusual error pieces. Some specialist sellers and price guides list the coin's retail ranges and emphasize the very large mintage that keeps ordinary values low. If you want a quick sale, expect low prices. If you're selling single circulated coins, if you're patient or selling a graded error, you might do better. Good uncirculated. Look for full luster, sharp details on the gentian flower, no significant marks or wear near the highest relief points. About uncirculated: slight wear at highest points. Circulated: note flattening of design, scratches, discoloration, corrosion, rust colored spots or flaking of copper plating. Significant cleaning damage will reduce value dramatically. Use a loupe, natural light and a soft cloth. Do not clean the coin with abrasives. If in doubt, consider sending it to a grading service. If you want cash now, sell bulk circulated coins to a local dealer or as lots on marketplace platforms. Expect small per coin returns. If you think you have an error or a gem uncirculated piece, send it to a reputable grading service such as NGC or PCGS for authentication. A graded error can bring significantly more at auction. Consider listing on coin-specific marketplaces and provide high-quality photos. Show obverse, reverse, and close-ups of any anomaly. Price competitively and be honest about condition. Include the mint mark A and date prominently. Voiceover: line 1, energetic. You are holding a tiny time capsule minted at the dawn of the euro. The 1 euro cent 2002 a coin. Its gentian flower whispers of alpine slopes and national pride, while its copper skin shows the everyday journeys of hands and pockets. Voiceover: line 2, informative. This coin was produced by the Vienna Mint in huge numbers, making it common yet historically significant. Its copper-plated steel construction and small size made it a practical choice during the euro rollout. Voiceover: line 3, selling hook. If you find one in a bag of change, keep it, but do not expect a fortune unless it shows a certified mint error or pristine uncirculated condition. The gentian flower reverse spinning slowly. Macro shots of the date and the mint mark, a side-by-side of a circulated example and an UNC specimen. Demonstrate a magnet test to show copper-plated steel. Quick overlay of mintage numbers and market price tags. Use soft music and slow motion for the reveal shots. Question: is the 2002 a 1-cent coin rare? No, it is common, with hundreds of millions minted in 2002, making most examples low value to collectors. Question: can any 1 euro cent be valuable? Yes. Errors or extremely high-grade uncirculated coins, when authenticated by grading services, can fetch significant premiums, but such finds are rare. Question: what should I do if I find one in pocket change? Keep it. Examine the date and mint mark. Clean gently with your eyes, not chemicals. Consider a magnet test to see if it's steel and photograph it before any handling. Summary: the 1 euro cent 2002 a coin is historically important as a first-year euro circulation piece. It is composed of copper-plated steel, weighs 2.30 grams and measures 16.25 millimeters in diameter. It had a very large mintage, which keeps ordinary values low. Most circulated pieces trade at or just above face value in collector markets, with modest premiums for uncirculated or certified examples. Exceptional error coins can be worth much more but are rare and require authentication. Based on current price guides and marketplace listings, common circulated 2002 Austrian 1 euro cent coins typically sell for amounts in the range of approximately 0.10 to 1.00 US dollar per coin, while uncirculated retail listings often fall in the 1.00 to 3.00 US dollar range. Professional price guides and shops list typical retail prices under 1 US dollar for circulated condition and modestly higher for UNC or special packaging. Graded error coins listed on auction or specialty marketplaces sometimes show much higher realized prices, but these are exceptional cases and require documented provenance or grading. If you like this deep dive, smash that like button and subscribe for more coin history, market breakdowns, and collecting tips. If you have a 2002 a coin, take clear photos and drop them in the comments or on our community tab. I'll review interesting submissions in the next video. And if you want a script like this tailored for your channel, tell me the tone length and whether you want timestamps and I'll make it. Which one do you want me to do next? Pick one and I'll generate it right away. Coin collectors, numismatic fans, and curious viewers around the world. Today we dive into the fascinating story of one of Europe's most humble yet intriguing coins, the 2004 1 euro cent with mint mark F. You might think a 1-cent coin is tiny and insignificant, just copper or copper-plated steel, worth almost nothing, but this little coin has hidden depth, minting history, design secrets, circulation challenges, rarity in certain conditions, and a small but real collector's premium. Join me on this journey. By the end, you'll see why even a 1-cent piece can tell a big story. First, let's set the stage. The euro currency was introduced in 2002 as physical coins and banknotes in many European Union member states. Among the coins minted were several small denominations: 1 cent, 2 cent, 5 cent, etc. The 1-cent coin is the lowest value coin in that series, and many people hardly notice it in their wallets. Each euro coin has two faces: a common side, shared design elements among Eurozone countries, and a national side, unique to the issuing country. The 2004 1-cent coins were struck in various Eurozone countries under that system, each bearing the national design and a mint mark indicating where they were produced. So, what does the F mean? In the world of euro mint marks, F is the mint letter for France, often referring to the Monnaie de Paris mint. But be careful, some coins in France or coins produced for France in joint issues might carry the F. The F mark is one of the several national mint identifiers used by euro-issuing nations. In general, when you see 2004 F1 euro cent, it means a 1-cent coin minted in 2004 under the French mint's mark. That gives it a special place in French euro coinage, because so many Eurozone countries use the same copper-plated steel formula for 1 cent. The physical specs are almost identical, only the national design and mint identifiers differ. The French version is well circulated and generally not considered rare in typical circulated condition. To understand rarity and value, we need to know how many of these coins exist, mintage, and how heavily circulated they are. For the 1-cent coin in France in 2004, the number minted was large, intended to supply everyday coin usage, paying with small change, vending machines, public transit, etc. These coins circulate heavily, they pass through many hands, often get scratched, worn, or discarded as people prefer higher denominations. Because of this heavy usage, many coins suffer wear, corrosion, bending, or damage. Thus, although many exist, finding one in uncirculated or mint-state condition is rarer. In most cases, many 1-cent coins from 2004 ISF or otherwise remain in everyday circulation, and their face value remains just 1 cent, not attractive as bullion or metal value. Copper plating is thin, steel core doesn't command large premium. In summary, although mintages are large, surviving coins in excellent condition are fewer, which is where collectors may pay a bit extra. Given the large mintage and common usage, you might ask, is the 2004 F1-cent coin particularly rare? The short answer, not especially rare in average circulated condition. But in excellent condition or as part of sets, there may be collector interest and slight premiums. Coins that are uncirculated, pristine, with no scratches or toning proof or special strike variants, if any in this year, coins with mint errors, off-center, die cracks, double strikes, etc. Beautiful patina, original luster. If one of your 2004 F1-cent coins is in virtually mint condition and certified by a grading service, it could command several times its face value, though still modest compared to rarer coins. Also note, some sellers on auction sites list 2004 F1-cent coins for $1.43 or similar, even though most are just face value. But those are for collector interest. Actual sale depends on buyer demand, coin grade, and shipping. That depends on condition, rarity, demand, and the specific mint mark and year. In typical circulated condition, a 2004 1-cent coin might sell for something like $0.03 or just marginally above face in some coin listings. In some cases, sellers list them for around $1.43. Nicer examples or more if the coin is uncirculated or special, but those higher prices reflect collector optimism or listing price, not necessarily what it sells for. Real realized prices tend to cluster closer to modest premiums over face value unless the coin is exceptional. So, in normal use, it remains nearly worthless beyond its 1-cent face value. But for collectors, a pristine 2004 F1-cent may be more attractive. If you have many such coins, their metal value, steel plus copper plating, is negligible, not worth melting down. The true value comes from numismatic interest. Let me share a few real listing examples to give you a feel. 2004 France 1 cent F coin is listed for $1.43 as many sellers do. 2004 Germany 1 cent different mint, but similar market is also listed around $1.43 on Numista. The German 1 cent is shown in many years, with typical value and regular condition being minimal. The Ucoin site for France's 2004 1 cent shows worth around $0.03 in standard condition. These listings show that the premium is modest and highly dependent on condition, listing markup, shipping costs, buyer interest, and grading. If a coin is certified, graded, and in MS, mint state, or PR, proof, condition, it might fetch more. But for standard circulated coins, don't expect huge profits. To maximize value or at least understand what you have, here are some tips on grading and condition. Look at the highest points, for instance the numeral 1, stars, for smoothing or flattening. Uncirculated coins retain mint luster, circulated ones lose shine and develop micro scratches. How sharply the design is struck, weak strikes lower value. Scratches, corrosion, spots, or cleaning will lower value significantly. Natural toning can be attractive, harsh discoloration may reduce desirability. Slight doubling, off-center strikes, cracks are of special interest to error coin collectors. If you believe your coin is in excellent or mint condition, consider getting it graded by a reputable grading service, PCGS, NGC, etc. A certified coin can command more trust and better price. Also compare your coin with high-resolution catalogs or auction photos of known good examples. Before you go trying to sell or buy such coins, beware of overpriced listings. Many sellers list coins at inflated prices that rarely close. Shipping costs versus coin value. A coin worth a few dollars may be offset by high international shipping fees. Fakes or altered coins. Be wary of cleaned, replated, or counterfeit coins. Grading scams. Misrepresentation. Always check the grading company, slab authenticity, photos, and reputation. Buying just 4F mint 2004 condition matters more than the mint letter alone. When buying, request good photos, magnified detail, ask about where, and compare with other similar listings to understand realistic price ranges. Why focus on a 1 cent coin from 2004? Because numismatics is about stories, detail, and hidden value. This coin reflects the early years of the euro system, the minting practices and decisions of France, how a seemingly mundane coin participates in everyday economics, the challenge for collectors to spot condition differences, find rare examples, and build knowledge. Even small coins tell big stories. So if you find a 2004 F1 cent coin in your pocket or jar, examine it carefully. It might look ordinary, but for the right collector, it holds a place in a broader narrative of European currency history. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and comment below. Do you own one of these coins?
What mint mark do you have? Have you ever sold or bought one? I'll try to respond to your questions. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next coin exploration. The euro currency was launched in 2002 in physical form, and by 2004 the euro coins were well in circulation across many member countries. The 1 euro cent coin is the smallest denomination under the euro coin series and is made of copper-plated steel with identical specifications across most issuing countries. Weight 2.30 g, diameter 16.25 mm, thickness 1.67 mm. The design features a common side with the numeral 1 and the map of Europe with 12 stars, and a national side with country-specific motifs. The F mint mark on a 2004 1 cent coin indicates that it was struck by the French Mint, Monnaie de Paris. In 2004, many such coins were produced to meet demand for small change across France and euro circulation. Over time, the coins circulated heavily, acquiring wear, surface damage, scratches, and patina. Many remain in circulation, others have been lost, discarded, or mixed into collections. Because the 1 cent coin is low value, most holders pay little attention to it. As a result, coins are often handled roughly. Thus, while many exist, ones in nearly perfect, uncirculated condition are comparatively rare. Collectors focus on condition, mint state examples, and any mint errors. Even though this coin is common in everyday use, a high-grade specimen with beautiful preservation can command a premium over face value. In normal use, this coin is worth exactly 1 cent. 1 euro cent. The metal value steel plus copper plating is negligible and does not exceed intrinsic cost. In standard circulated condition, a 2004 France F. 1 cent coin is usually worth just a few cents in a collector market, often $0.03 or slightly more in listings. Many online listings show the coin priced at $1.43 for nicer examples, though that is often a listing markup rather than realized sale price. If the coin is in uncirculated, mint state or graded certified condition, it may command a modest premium above those basic values. For example, German 1 cent coins different mint are often listed similarly. On Nemista, typical values for KM2071 1 cent are very low in ordinary condition. Special era coins or ultra pristine specimens might sell to dedicated collectors for higher sums, though they remain rare in that category.